we take it to them.
Professional sports winningest team.
Just win, baby.
The greatness of the Raiders will continue, and that decade will belong to us.
I now say to the man on my right that he carries the torch, the tradition, the history of the Raiders, the greatness, the players who are out there listening to me, the fans, the Raider Nation. He carries the torch for us all now, and it behooves all of us to give him what we call the support staff to continue the greatness of the Raiders. Ladies and gentlemen, Norvell Turner.
With the hiring of Norv Turner, the Oakland Raiders ended a painful 2003 season. It was a year that saw them begin as defending AFC champions and end in utter frustration. But over 40 years of excellence has proven that the difference between defeat and victory is often a matter of pride and poise. For the Oakland Raiders, there is no rebuilding. There is no retreat. There is only the will to win. Against Cincinnati, Napoleon Harris and company battered the Bengals with a swift and devastating defensive assault.
Getting it back. Oh, he threw an interception. What do they do? You can at 20, 30, you can at 40, you can at midfield. He's going all the way.
Philip Buchanan scored one touchdown, while Tyrone Wheatley and ultimately, the game came down to the left-in step of place kicker Sebastian Janikowski.
Good snap. Down. Kick right down the middle. The Raiders lead it 23-20.
Against San Diego 2 weeks later, Oakland's offense hit its stride.
4th and 1. And it's a play action from a counter. Gannon pump fakes. Now throws flag down. Touchdown. Tim Brown. Roll in the end zone.
Throwing to Tim Brown, Jerry Rice, and tight end Doug Jolly, Rich Gannon passed for 348 yards, pacing an old-time AFL-style shootout.
It is play action. Gannon going to throw. Wide open, Jolly. Touchdown, Raiders.
While the Raiders lit up the scoreboard, so did San Diego. Trailing by 14 with time running out, Oakland's defense stood firm when it mattered most. Led by linebackers Eric Johnson, Eric Barton, Tim Johnson, and number 56 Travion Smith, Oakland put the game back into the hands of its offense. The stage was set. Needed 2 touchdowns in less than 6 minutes to tie the game. It was Rich Gannon time. With perfect protection coming from Matt Stinchcomb, Adam True, and Mo Collins, Gannon led a vintage Raider comeback. Footballs filled the air, and the result was never in doubt.
They blitz. Wilson, they pick it up. Gannon wide open, Whitted. Touchdown, Raiders. Elvis Whitted, his first touchdown in the NFL. Garner, the back. They draw Garner up the middle. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Raiders. Charlie Garner on a draw. Brings the Raiders within 1.
Charlie Garner's 25-yard touchdown run tied the game at 31, launching the Raiders' fate into delirium. In overtime, the offense kept it going, cranking out a scoring drive capped by a Janikowski field goal.
Good snap, kick right down the middle. He has made it. The Raiders win it. Janikowski stays perfect down the year, and the Oakland Raiders get out of here with a win.
For the second straight game, the Raiders' margin of victory came by way of the kicking unit. In 2003, there was no better combination than long snapper Adam True to holder Shane Leckler to Sebastian Janikowski. Janikowski connected on 22 field goals, including a team record 55-yarder.
This one is good. The longest field goal ever by an Oakland Raider.
Leckler continued as the league's premier punter in 2003, averaging nearly 47 yards per kick, including a 73-yard bomb against San Diego.
Leckler gets off a beauty of a punt. Parker lets it go back over his head and go into the end zone. It's on the goal line. It'll stop on the 1-yard line.
The Raiders' coverage team showcased blazing speed and the ability to stop opposing kick returners cold. Dogged pursuit resulted in 2 blocked punts against Denver.
There's Micah Noor's second punt. The Raiders block it as Micah Noor got pressured right up the middle. O.J. Santiago got through.
When opposing teams get the ball off, they face the NFL's most dangerous band of return men, including Roddy Jenkins, Doug Gabriel, and Philip Buchanan.
Buchanan back on the 20-yard line. Runs around David Finn, 30, 40. Only Bennett to beat. He's by him. He will score.
Against the San Diego Chargers, Raider returners accomplished something that hadn't been done in team history.
20, 25, 30. Gets wide. 40. He may go. He's behind everybody. He should score. The Raiders have run back one punt for a score, and now they run back a kickoff for a score.
Network Associates Coliseum has long been a house of horrors for opposing teams. But against Kansas City in Week 7, it was the scene of the Raiders' worst nightmare, one that changed the course of the 2003 season.
Gardner to blitz and a sack. He got popped. Sean Barber just blasted Rich Gannon. He is showing a lot of massage of that right shoulder. So we'll see if this is able to jumpstart the Raider offense going to Marcus Tuiasosopo.
The loss of Rich Gannon was temporarily quelled by the passing of Marcus Tuiasosopo, who threw for 224 second-half yards. Before the eyes of a national television audience, Tuiasosopo became a leader, and the Raiders responded.
It's almost like he's matured here in the fourth quarter into an NFL quarterback. I like what he's doing. I like his style.
Raiders the goal. Here's Crockett, 14 blast, and he is in. Touchdown at last, Raiders. Raiders have got a shot. Now throws middle. Open corner, 40.
Well, this game is getting exciting now, Greg.
Open Rice, first down. So now the Raiders are down to one last bullet. This could be the last play of the game. 5 eligibles on the line. 7 seconds to play. They're on the 14-yard line. Here's Tuiasosopo back. He's looking. Plenty of time now rolling. He throws and is caught on the goal line, but short. He didn't get in the end zone. Tim Brown caught on the 1 or 2 yard line, but did not get into the end zone.
Injuries to quarterbacks Rich Gannon and Marcus Tuiasosopo elevated Rick Meyer to the starting role. But in Week 11, it was Minnesota's Dante Culpepper who looked like the third stringer, thanks to the Oakland defense.
Intercepted by Buchanan. He should score. Culpepper, the only guy back to stop him. 20, 15, 10, 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown again for Philip Buchanan. Culpepper, a straight drop. Hit by Napoleon Harris. Fumbles the ball. It's free on the 1 yard line. Ron Coleman's got it.
Under Meyer, the Raiders switched offensive gears and featured a power running game. Led by Tyrone Wheatley and fullback Zach Crockett, Oakland rolled up 191 yards on the ground.
Hand off to Crockett. it up the middle. First down, 45-40, the Vikings. He may go.
Any Minnesota gains were offset by a swarming defense that dished out punishment and capitalized on every Viking mistake. Led by Philip Buchanan, Oakland forced 6 turnovers. Myers passing and running put Oakland over the top.
Rolling, he dives in the air. My goodness. Here comes Zach off left tackle to the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown leader Zach Crockett's plunge ended the scoring and helped put the silver and black back in the win column. The Minnesota game marked a rebirth of the Oakland rushing attack. Tyrone Wheatley, Charlie Garner, Justin Fargas, and Zach Crockett led a unit that could mow down opposing defense or leave you grasping at air.
Wheatley again on 1st and 10. Big hole, 15, gets wide, 10, breaks the tackle and goes into the end zone, spinning. Touchdown, Raiders. It was a drive where the Raiders ran the ball every single play.
It wouldn't be the lone run-only scoring drive for the Raiders. Against New York, Oakland relentlessly pounded the Jets with an overpowering 21 straight rushes to open the game. Protecting Raiders' passes and blasting open holes was Oakland's offensive line, led by Barry Sims, Brad Badger, Frank Middleton, and number 72, Lincoln Kennedy. The Raider line ranked with the league's elite.
Touchdown! Boy, a hole opened up wide, and you got to be impressed with the way the Raiders were able to run the football.
The Raiders are also impressive when they throw the ball, featuring receivers that strike fear into the hearts of opposing defenses.
Looks left, gonna throw deep, one end zone. Touchdown!
When not throwing to one future Hall of Famer, Oakland passers always had Jerry Rice on the other side. Added to the mix was the game-breaking play of Jerry Porter, Alvis Whitten, Ronald Curry, and tight ends Teo Johnson, O.J. Santiago, and Doug Jolly. Oakland and Kansas City have met 90 times in their history, with each game more physical than the last, and each team trying to settle a score over 4 years in the making.
They're down at 7, a huge play coming up. Meyer back, looking middle, not going to run. He's got the first down, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Rick Meyer right down the middle, scrambles 13 yards.
Oakland harried and harassed Priest Holmes, while the stingy Raiders defense allowed just 6 second-half points. Despite playing on the road and missing 8 starters, Oakland pace with the first-place Chiefs.
1st and 10, handoff to Wheatley inside the 10. Wheatley breaks free to the 5. Wheatley takes it down and into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders! What a power run by Tyrone Wheatley!
As migrant members of the Raider Nation looked on, Kansas City stacked the line for an all-out blitz, and Rick Meyer audibled Oakland to within 3.
Come a jailhouse blitz, a throw to Rice, got it, he's free 20, 15, touchdown, Jerry Rice.
Rice's touchdown and a Janikowski field goal tied the game at 24, only to have a last-second field goal ruin the upset bid. The loss overshadowed a gallant effort by the Raiders' defense, a unit that maintained Oakland's standards for swagger, intimidation, and dishing out discipline. Number 58, Napoleon Harris, is the anchor of the Oakland defense. Playing both inside and outside linebacker, Harris racked up 139 tackles. In front of Harris and company were defensive linemen DeLawrence Grant, Rod Coleman, Chris Cooper, Tyler Brayton, Akbar Bahabiamila, and Armstrong. To play secondary for the Raiders is to excel against the pass and the run, to play with both finesse and physical force. Cornerbacks Charles Woodson, Philip Buchanan, Terrence Shaw, and Nnamdi Asomugha patrolled the corners while Anthony Dorsett, Derek Gibson, and Rod Woodson roamed the middle as safeties. Combined, the most talent-laden secondary in the NFL. Against the Baltimore Ravens, the Oakland secondary showed off its game-breaking ability, pilfering passes and stealing the show.
Right look, slant, throw it high, intercepted by Buchanan, stays up, he may score. 20, 15, 10, gets a block, dives for the pylon. He is not in. He's out on the 1 yard. Deep blast, Zach Crockett diving, and Crockett is into the end zone just like that.
The silver and black defense turned NFL rushing champ Jamal Lewis into a non-factor. With Lewis under wraps, the Raiders then exposed the flaws in the Baltimore passing game.
Here's Meyer throwing for Rice. He got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. 27, Harris comes in a blitz. All the way to right. Fumble. Tyler Braden's got it.
It was a lesson in big play defense Baltimore's playmakers won't soon forget. The 2004 season marks a new beginning and a return to classic Oakland Raiders football.
North Turner, never wore the famed colors silver and black, nor did he ever play for the Raiders. It is our hope and our conviction that had he worn those colors, he would have worn them with pride, with poise, and with class.
I grew up with the Raiders. In 1968, I saw the Raiders play the Baltimore Colts in the Oakland Alameda Coliseum. In 1977, I sat in the end zone in the Rose Bowl, and if Willie Brown had jumped into the stands like they do in Green Bay, he would have landed on my lap. So that experience gives me the feeling I belong here.
Turner brings with him the offensive system that led Dallas to 3 Super Bowls in the 1990s.
North Turner, throughout his career, has been a tremendous offensive coach in the running game, and it's a power running game, and in the passing game that used some of the West Coast offense, but all we call part of the vertical game. This influenced me tremendously.
On defense, coordinator Rob Ryan comes over from the world champion New England Patriots, bringing a new 3-4 look. The defensive line got a championship makeover with the addition of Bobby Hamilton and 7-time Pro Bowler Warren Sapp.
Talking to Mr. Ryan, and he was, pretty much telling me he's going to use me like Seymour, find me a guy, and that's what I like.
Sapp joined a remodeled Raiders defensive front featuring John Perella and massive Ted Washington, number 92.
I hadn't even thought about it, but I know he's a massive man. I mean, you just look at him and you're like, whoa, how do you get a pair of pads on him, But he's going to help, and that's the one thing that you do on the guys. You got to double him, and you got to double me on the run, then that's 4 linemen occupied, so maybe we got an advantage somewhere.
The Raiders added another impact player, 2004 NFL Draft.
Hi, Robert Gallery.
At 6'8", 320 pounds, and wearing a menacing scowl, Robert Gallery looks like a Raider. By savagely attacking opposing defenders, he plays like one. And as the clock struck 2 in the first round, the All-American Outland Trophy winner was about to become one.
The Oakland Raiders are now on the clock.
All right. Raiders are taking it.
With the second choice in the 2004 NFL Draft, the Oakland Raiders select Robert Gallery, offensive tackle, Iowa.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, they're getting me out on stage. Thanks, Coach.
Congratulations.
You got the win. Congratulations, man.
Coach Turner had me on the phone. I didn't want to tell him I had to get off.
I give you a hand. I'll hold this side. You hold that side. Put that lid on.
While Gallery will hold up the left end of the Raiders line, he'll be joined by guard Ron Stone and Stone's former quarterback, Kerry Collins. After 4 straight 300-yard seasons, Collins joins an Oakland team primed for another run at the Super Bowl.
In the last 5 years, nobody's picked a Super Bowl champion. It's just that strange of a league at times, you know, who gets hot at the right time, and now you got, you know, Carolina in the Super Bowl. So don't look at it as on paper. Let us get out on the field and go to playing, and then we'll see what we have.
It is on the field where the Oakland Raiders have made their mark time and time again, playing with pride, poise, determination, and an endless will to win. For the winningest franchise in professional sports, the future will mirror the past. The Raiders will play hard, they will play physical, and they will reclaim their rightful place atop the National Football League.
Johnson. Mike Noah's second punt. The Raiders block it.